This is Wi-Fi Text 3, a channel for wisdom along with educational spirit. The channel may impact your life in matter of self-conduct, leadership, financial freedom, social integration, capacity development, confidence, self-esteem, and increase hope for your future. So please click on subscribe, like, and share the video with your friends and relatives. Today's wisdom is from Marquis de La Lafayette. Who really is Lafayette? Marquis de La Fayette, born 2nd September 1757, was a French nobleman and military officer who died in Paris on May 20, 1834, and was buried in Picpus Cemetery. Lafayette volunteered to join the Continental Army, led by General George Washington, in the American Revolutionary War. Lafayette was de facto permitted to command Continental Army troops in the decisive siege of Yorktown in 1781, the Revolutionary War's final major battle that secured American independence. After returning to France, Lafayette became a key figure in the French Revolution of 1789 and the July Revolution of 1830, and continues to be celebrated as a hero in both France and the United States. Please like, share, and subscribe and listen Lafayette's wisdom, who refused to participate in Napoleon Bonaparte government and a man portrayed as hero, as he served with distinction in the Battle of Rhode Island. Also, as senior officer in the Continental Army, in 1781, troops under his command in Virginia blocked a British army led by Lord Cornwallis until other American and French forces could position themselves for the decisive siege of Yorktown. Here are the following Lafayette's wisdom. The world will never be completely free until everyone has a voice in shaping its future. Humanity has won its battle. Liberty now has a country. I may not live to see the fruits of my labor, but I will sow the seeds for future generations. I have no desire for personal glory, only the triumph of the ideals I hold dear. Hope is the guiding light that leads us through the darkest of times. There is no force more powerful than a united and determined people. A soldier fights for his country, but a patriot fights for the world. Freedom is not given, it is earned through struggle and sacrifice. All men are born equal. It is up to us to ensure they remain. The price of freedom is high, but the cost of living without it is even higher. I will not rest until every man, woman, and child can live without fear of tyranny. A true leader inspires others to greatness, not through fear, but through example. To be truly free, one must fight not only for their own rights, but for the rights of others. The pen may be mightier than the sword, but the sword is necessary to ensure the pen's freedom. The strength of a nation lies not in its armies, but in the unity of its citizens. It is not enough to talk about freedom. We must be willing to fight for it. The battle for freedom is not won on the battlefield, but in the hearts and minds of the people. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. Liberty is not a gift bestowed by a benevolent ruler, but a birthright fought for by the people. A true patriot does not blindly follow their government, but questions and challenges it when necessary. May our ideals of liberty and equality inspire generations yet unborn. Our strength lies not in our numbers, but in the righteousness of our cause. The fight for freedom is a marathon, not a sprint. We must be prepared for the long journey ahead. The pursuit of liberty is a noble cause, worthy of every sacrifice. In the face of injustice, we must never lose hope for a better future. During my last voyage to America, I enjoyed the happiness of seeing that revolution completed and thinking of the one that would probably occur in France. When the government violates the people's rights, insurrection is, for the people and for each portion of the people, the most sacred of the rights and the most indispensable of duties. I read, I study, I examine, I listen, I reflect, and out of all of this, I try to form an idea into which I put as much common sense as I can. Insurrection is the most sacred of rights and the most indispensable of duties. All that you are, all that I owe to you, justifies my love. In my idea, General Washington is the greatest man, for I look upon him as the most virtuous. I said in a speech to Congress, published everywhere except in the French Gazette, may this revolution serve as a lesson to oppressors and as an example to the oppressed. I would rather be dead than live in a world without liberty. Now we are at the end. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share the video. Next streaming will deal with Diogenes' wisdom, a Greek philosopher. Thank you for being with us.